Hello, it's Justin Woodall, your trusted Athens real estate advisor, and today I'm going to be talking about new construction and what's going on with new construction. If you've ridden around lately, you've noticed builders are building homes again, which is a great thing to see. I like to see progress. Some places, some subdivisions you ride through and it looks like it did in 2005 or 2006. So it's really amazing how different things are this spring and what's going on with new construction. So many of you may be wondering why. Why are we seeing this activity? What's going on? A couple of reasons for that, I think. One is just simply that the supply has decreased. A lot of the homes that have been on the market the last couple of years have been bought, and the inventory levels have dropped, and we've seen buyer demand, consumer demand increase. More buyers are in the marketplace today based on the low interest rates. And when a consumer is looking at homes, because so few homes were built in the last 5 or 6 years, they have the option of either buying something brand new or buying something that's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years old. And so in a lot of cases, people tend to lean towards the new construction. And they'll pay a little more for new construction sometimes, but not always. And so you think, well, how can these builders compete since the market's down? And the way they're competing is simply that they're buying lots in bulk. The builders that were able to survive the downturn are buying entire subdivisions from the banks, and they're buying them for pennies on the dollar. And because they're buying lots for so much less than they were a few years ago, they're able to automatically discount that difference off the price of the house. So they're able to build new homes and compete with resales, which makes it a challenge a little bit for individuals who are trying to resell a house because they are competing with that new construction. Now, if you're thinking about buying new construction, what are a few things that you might want to consider? One would simply be the builder and that builder's reputation. Most of the builders that are still out there building today have a good reputation. They're good builders, and that's why they're still out there. But you do want to consider the reputation of the builder because they're all different. And I would advise you to work with an agent that knows and has worked with several different builders. Obviously, the subdivision agent that has the subdivision listed for that particular builder is always going to talk good about them. But if you've got a buyer's agent representing you that has dealt with different builders, they kind of will know what to expect and kind of know how to advise you and know what to look for from a particular builder. Builders offer warranties, a 1-year warranty when they build the house. Basically, they're selling you a brand new house, so just like you're buying a brand new car, it has to be perfect whenever you make that purchase. So you're able to do a walkthrough before closing. If there's stains on the carpet, scratches on the walls, the builder has to make those right as a part of the deal with new construction, and they have to warrant the house for a year. So look at the builder's warranty, see what they're covering, because the bottom line is the warranty that's offered is only as good as whoever stands behind that warranty. Most builders do the warranty themselves. A few go through a third-party warranty company, but that's also something to consider. When you're buying new construction, you have the option. You can buy a spec house or you can do a pre-sale. Most of these builders have lots and subdivisions, and if you find a plan you like, you can go to that builder and say, hey, I like this lot, I like this plan, I want you to build it for me. And so he'll build it based on his typical specs. So that is an option. It's kind of nice because you're able to pick your lot, you're able to pick your plan, you're able to pick your colors. But typically it's a little more difficult to negotiate with that builder whenever you're picking those things. If it's a spec house that's sat for a little while, for a couple of months or a few weeks, that builder may be ready to get off that inventory, and you may have a little more latitude in negotiations. But the way the market's going right now, these homes are selling about as fast as they're building them. So these builders are kind of not negotiating a whole lot at this current time. The final tip when you're buying new construction that I would say is have the walkthrough list, the punch-out list completed prior to closing. I've always recommended that to my clients. I've had a few in the past that say, well, we've talked to the builder, he's going to come back next week and take care of it. I've found from past experience if the items aren't completed prior to closing, it's not a priority for the builder anymore. Now, some are better than others about coming back, but it's not as big of a priority for that builder to come back after closing as it is before closing, because they're ready to get that house closed out. So that's just a tip, recommendation that I've got to write in the contract that the walkthrough and punch out list will be completed prior to closing. So I hope that's been helpful to update you on new construction. If you have any questions, obviously give me a call. And as always, if I can help you, a friend, family member, or coworker, get in touch with me.